Greetings, gamers. I'm Mark.
And I'm Manuel.
And welcome to Tabletop Throwdown.
Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our two-part series on Test of Honor. This second part, we're going to go ahead and actually play out a game for you. We're going to do a gameplay demo. So at this point, I'm going to bow out and run the camera, and we're going to turn it over to Mark and Darryl, where they're going to play the game for you so you can see how this goes. Catch you on the flip side.
Okay, welcome to our Test of Honor demo game. Darryl, why don't you tell us the basics of how this works?
Sure. So each samurai or group of samurai or ashigaru is represented by a card in play, and that card will give you all of your stats that you have. They have stats for most figures that are produced commercially. So if you have a wandering baby cart samurai, there's probably a card out there, either official or unofficial, for it. Now, with each type of card has a certain number and type of tokens. There is the follower token that represents your ashigaru and basically your mobs. And then there is also your samurai or elite tokens. These represent your leader or your main follower. So today we're just playing a quick 15-point game. It's enough to give you a taste of Test for Honor,
yeah,
but not enough to go a full size. Full sizes are usually about 30 to 32 points each side, and usually requires a 3x3 board. Mine is only a 3x2 for travel purposes and just for being able to work, but it works really well for the smaller games like this. Yeah. Test of Honor uses a proprietary dice that they use, and it has 4 options that can come up on it. There's blank, which obviously means nothing. There's 1 sword, which is 1 success, 2 swords, which is 2 successes, and X. And if you get more X's than you get successes, your successes are all counted as failures. You will be using a dice bag for this game, as well as just your generic measure. It only needs to be 6 inches because that's pretty much the entire range that you're going to be using for movement. And you can figure out the longer ranges on your bows and guns from there. So what I've done is we've pulled out two hero tokens for each hero on both sides, and 1 follower token. And the last type of token here is your fate token. Fate tokens are once you've pulled your 3rd fate token, the game that particular turn is over, and you do your resets. Now, in the full game, there is additional rules involving the fate tokens, but since we're kind of doing just a stripped down demo version today, we're not using those full rules. So let's go ahead and stick the tokens in the dice bag, and just give them a good shake, and we're going to put the dice bag over for here. So let's go ahead and grab 5 dice, Mark.
Okay.
And we're going to determine who gets to place their figures first.
Okay.
Your dice are right there, sir. Just 5?
Yep.
All right. So I come up with 4 successes.
Okay.
And you come up with 5. So you can go ahead and place your figures first.
Now, that's 2.
Yep, 2, 4, and then
1.
Yep,
gotcha.
so you get
That's
5
how they're read.
successes.
Place my figures first. You got it. All right, I'm going to get my block of 3 spearmen right over on the side. I have a musket man, and he's going to come over this way. Their range is a little shorter, I believe, was it?
Their range is actually fairly long, but they are slower to reload.
That's true.
If you shoot with your musket, you will have an exhaustion token that will take an action to clear in order to be able to shoot next turn.
And which one is my leader between these 2 cards here?
So your leader is the one that's sitting down.
Okay.
Because the leader always gets to sit.
The armored samurai hero. He's going to go right back behind the spearmen. We're going to get a devoted samurai leading the way in front of the building. We're not going to be too far away. That way we can get to the action.
There you go.
And we're going to get a bowman over on this flank as well. and I will turn it over to you.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set up on the other side there.
Okay.
And what we have here is we have a disagreement about the road.
Yes, we've crossed paths and it's not going well.
That's right. See, blue always talks trash about green, so we've just got to stop that. All right, so I've got my spearman, and I have my retainer, who is my devoted samurai. I have my samurai lord over here, and that's my armored samurai hero. And I've got my bowman, and I'm going to go ahead and put my musket man right there. All right. So since Mark plays first, he's going to go ahead and start off our fun. Go ahead and draw a token, Mark.
All right. And let's see what we have. Token symbols match those on the card, and it looks like we have, what is that, a bowman?
That's an Ashigaru. That's a follower token, so
Okay.
it can be either your spearman, your bowman, or your musket.
Oh, so I have the choice.
Yes, you have
That's
your choice.
fantastic. Let's go ahead and get the spearman moved up, and I see
Okay.
that snake symbol looks like the speed. Is that correct?
No, they all move 6 inches.
Oh, there's just a flat 6?
Yeah, there's just a flat 6.
Nice. Let's go ahead and get that front to front, and we'll get this right here, and they're just going to kind of move up and give you something to think about.
I see how that is. All right, now you're going to go ahead and place your token on your Ashigaru. That means that he can't do another action this turn.
Okay,
Now
and
you're-
how do I know that he only has one?
All of your followers have one, and then your samurai have 2 or potentially 3 actions. The number of actions that your samurai or Ashigaru get is indicated over here at the far right-hand side. There's a number associated with that, and that will give you the number of actions that they can possibly have.
So that means that's the number of chips that go in the bag.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, so it's my turn, so I'm going to go ahead and grab, and I come out with a follower token as well. So, you know, I really don't like your devoted samurai standing right there. So I think I'm going to take a pot shot at him with my Arquebuzzer,
Sounds good.
and I'm just going to take a shot at him. I'm well within range. So I'm going to roll 5 dice. Actually, let's go ahead and place that there. And I'm going to do an attempt to hit. Oh, and I get 4 successes, which is enough successes to actually go through your armor. So you are going to do a test of agility, which is the little snake form right there.
That is, yes.
And for your samurai, that is going to be 5 dice. Is it 5 dice or is it 4 dice?
That one right there?
Yeah, I'm shooting at your devoted samurai.
Oh,
so he
gotcha.
has 4 dice.
See how I do.
All right, so you come up with only 1 success.
Right.
So that means that my wound is going to go through, and I can do a wound to you. So now we're going to do a test of strength. And we'll need the rule book for this one, actually. And it is going to be to wound.
Test of strength.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, in order to, if I roll my 5 dice and pass, it will be cut down unless it's a hero, which you'll get a blood drop. Otherwise, it is a light wound. You'll get a blood drop and be forced back.
Okay.
So here we go, and I come up with 3 successes, which is enough to do the wound. So he's getting a heavy wound, which puts 2 blood drops on him right there.
2 blood drops. All right.
Yeah, getting serious already.
Just getting serious.
All right, but that does exhaust my Ashigaru Musket Man, so I have to spend an action next turn if I want to be able to freeze him and have him go again.
Gotcha.
And the table is yours.
Now there's a couple of different ways you can act. You can move a short amount and shoot, correct?
Yes. You know, or you can stand exactly where you're at and shoot, or you can move, and then at the end of that, take a melee attack.
Sounds good. And it looks like we have an armored samurai. Is this it?
Right. Yep, that is your samurai. So now you can use either your devoted or your armored samurai. Your armored samurai is your samurai lord, or you can do your devoted samurai either.
My devoted samurai who's wounded can still fight with some effectiveness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
he can.
And a charge is 6 inches.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get right into the mix before he
All
gets
right.
picked off by
there
a
you
bowman.
go. All right, he's coming in and charging in. We have Devoted Samurai versus Devoted Samurai.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and do your attack.
And that attack is going to be the red symbol?
Yes, it's 5 dice. I'm sorry, it's
4
dice.
Yeah.
I keep looking at my Armored Samurai. All right,
Okay.
so you have 2, which is
Only
not
2.
enough to do a success.
No, it is not.
So that is that.
He's a little lightheaded from
Yep,
bleeding.
just a little lightheaded from bleeding.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead and pass me the bag, please. Oh, and then afterwards, he moves back 1 inch.
It is the assaulter who moves back 1
Yes.
inch. So they bounce back and take a
Yep.
step back and breath.
And I pull out one of my samurai tokens.
Here we
So, my devoted samurai did not appreciate that in the least bit, so he is going to charge as well. And he gets 4 dice. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit. And I come up with 3 successes.
And what are we comparing that to?
Well, actually, 3 successes is what you need to do in order to have a success.
Okay.
In order to successfully attack. So basically, this is, I've not swung and hit the gnat off of your shoulder instead of
Gotcha.
actually hitting you.
Excellent.
So now, because you have an unallocated action that's left, a token for your samurai,
Okay.
you have to remove your token from the bag and use that to defend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, so there you go.
Okay.
And that's going to allow you to take a test of agility, which is the little snake, to dodge.
All right.
And you just need 3 successes to dodge.
Okay. And we have
Only 2 successes.
That's
All
not
right.
good news.
That is not good news. So, if I can come up with a wound, because he's already wounded,
Yes.
he will die. And I barely get that wound with
He
4
is
successes.
slain. All right.
So
and,
that will kill him dead.
And models are removed when they're dead?
Yes, they are.
All right. Get him down here
All
out of
right.
the way in the back.
Yep. Or you can just stick him on your card if you'd like. That
Sure.
works too.
Okay.
All right. It's already flowing.
It is flowing indeed.
All right. Go ahead and draw your card. Or your token, rather.
Oops. Got a casualty over
Yeah, I was going to say, I see how it is, Mark.
there. There's no table flipping today, I promise. All right.
All right.
So, all of his tokens are removed,
And
and this
he's
is going
dead.
to go to my armored samurai hero.
Right. Mhm.
Yes.
There
And
you
he
go.
is way back here. His speed is only 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6 is good enough to get up here to get in the mix later when I draw a second chit. So I'm going to move. And pre-measuring is fine in this casual game, I take it?
Yes.
Right. He's going to get up here and make an appearance.
There you go. All right. And I draw a Lord token as well for my samurai. And I'm going to go ahead and use my armored samurai hero for that.
Okay.
And I'm getting into the fun too, because why wouldn't you?
The followers are kind of letting the big dogs take over and settle this themselves.
There you go.
In
All
true
right.
honorable fashion, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we have a Ashigaru.
Okay.
And let me see what I want to do here. My bowman is way back here. He may be in range. What is the range on a bow?
24, I believe.
Okay. He is going to do the movement where you can move 3 inches and shoot. Is that
Okay.
an option?
Yes, it is.
I can't recall what that is called, but I do remember from glancing at the rules. So he is going to inch up this
It
way.
is a move and shoot.
Just a move and
3
shoot.
inches and shoot.
That is a pretty
Your
simple
range
term.
is 24 inches.
Okay, and we have plenty of range here.
There you
Nothing
go.
to worry about with half range, anything complex like that.
No.
Great. Let's try to get rid of that gunner before he reloads.
All right then. So you're going to do a test of aim.
Yes. And that is 3 dice?
Yes, sir. Needing 3 successes. And you come up with only 2 successes.
Goes wide.
It is just not Blues Day. Oh, darn. All right. All right, so I go ahead and draw an Ashigaru.
Excellent.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and move my spearman up. I'm sure that I do not have the range to charge.
Right.
I'd be wrong too. Actually, I'm going to do a charge instead, because spearman versus spearman is always fun. So I'm going to go ahead and charge.
Excellent.
like so. And then I'm going to do a attack, which is 3 dice plus 1 because I am full on. I have a full 3 figures on the base.
Yes, that's how that's
So
monitored.
I get 4.
Right.
And I come up with no successes. Well, not
Okay.
enough successes to succeed.
So we're going to
So-
push you back a bit.
Yep, I get pushed back 1 inch, like so.
You were startled and taking your breath that did not
Yep.
mow me down.
There
right?
you go. And
Okay.
go ahead and draw.
Uh-oh. Our first fate token.
Okay, so we have 1 fate token out. When we reach 3 fate tokens, it's time for a new turn.
And that means I do not get to go.
Yes. And I pull a Ashigaru,
Oh no.
which leaves me with only 1 Ashigaru that I can activate, which is going to be my Bowman.
And line of sight is pretty much true line of sight, pretty basic.
Yeah, it's pretty basic as far as that goes. You know, and I think I'm going to move him forward 3 inches
Mm-hmm.
and then take a shot at your spearmen.
And it's nice and convenient. They're not locked up in combat. You don't have those situations where it's a big pile that you can't do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not just sitting there frozen in combat for 6 or 7 turns.
With no one
Why-
shooting in or anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I need 3 dice. I need 3 successes on 3 dice.
Oh, look at
And
that bow.
I get a 3 dice hit.
All
Okay.
right.
So now, do your spearmen have a token? They do.
They
So
do.
they do not get to dodge. So I just get to do a straight test of strength to determine whether or not I wound you.
One of the factors. I like that.
All right. So now I'm not going to do a heavy wound, but I am going to do a light wound, which is
Okay.
going to take off 1 of your spearmen.
So 2 successes is a light wound.
Yes.
Let's get this guy down here.
There
Put
you
him
go.
On the card.
All right.
All
And the
right.
table is yours.
All right. Let's hope so. I don't want fate to be against me any further this game, and it is so far. My
There we
troops
go.
are startled, and the clock is ticking.
Yes, it is. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pull out, and I pull a Lord activation. So I'm going to give this to my Armored Samurai hero, and he is going to charge your spearmen,
Absolutely.
because absolutely, why wouldn't I? All right. So I'm going to see if I can hit. Test of accuracy.
Whoa.
Wow, that is a bad roll. He's shocked at how bad that roll is, too. He's like, I don't know if I really want to do that or not.
Yes.
All right, Mark, there you go.
All right, my leader really wants to go, and he is
And-
not going to just yet. That's a
All
musket
right.
man, yes?
That
yes.
is, yep,
Ashigaru.
that's the only one you have left.
However, I do have a nice clean shot since your samurai backed up to catch his breath.
Yes,
So I
you
think
do.
I'm going to fire right into there. Do you get a bonus for not moving first?
I do not believe so. All right, there you go.
4 dice?
It's actually just going to be your aiming,
Oh,
which
okay.
is going to be 3 dice for your musket.
3 dice for
There
the
you go,
musket.
perfect.
And we have
And
only
you get
2
2
successes. Right.
All right.
These troops are nervous and
They're disheartened that
Disheartened
their,
at
that
this
their
point,
lieutenant
yes.
died. All right. Now there's only a couple left in here, so probably I think I've got like a 50-50 chance
of ending the round.
of ending
Yes.
the round. And the round is
The
over.
round is over.
All right.
I
there
like
we
it
go.
so far.
All right.
So let's replenish the bag.
Yep. Hold on just a second. Let's see if there's. Yep. There we go. All right. So now, since your leader, since one of your samurai is dead, he is not contributing his tokens
So you
to
remove
the
it
to the
permanently.
pulling work.
Just like
Yeah.
bolt action.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Here we go with round 2.
Here we go with round 2. Oh, fate is not on my side.
Fate does not like you today. All right. Let's see. And I draw a Ashigaru token. So I really don't like your spearmen. So I am going to go ahead and charge them again.
Sends them in.
Yep.
I only have 2 remaining now.
All right. So I have, let's get this out of the way again. I have 4 dice to hit with,
Okay.
which is my accuracy.
Yes.
And I only come up with 2 successes. So never mind. And I bounce back
Yes.
1 inch.
All right, my hero is ready. And it looks like we have a Ashigaru
token.
All right. So the question is, how are my spearmen's ability affected by being reduced down by one model?
So if you look on your card,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that there is the additional information here.
Excellent.
There is three or higher left, you get +1 of the 4 dots, and 2 or 3 left, you get +1 to your dice roll to hit.
Oh, okay.
So you're still at 4 dice to hit.
Mm-hmm. I am going to go ahead and use my bowman because my musketman would have to reload. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. My bowman is going to move over a smidge, about a good 3 inches,
Okay.
and take a shot at your samurai.
See, he's just worried my samurai lord is going to cut down your spearman.
I am very
That's what
worried
that's
about
all
that.
about.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoops. And let's
All
go
right.
ahead and do
Let's go ahead and move that over here.
3 shots. That's
All
better.
right, you come up with 3 successes. Now, in order to do a dodge, I have to pull out one of my samurai tokens,
Burning one of your actions there.
burning one of my actions, and that is going to give me 5 dice,
Not bad.
on which I need 3 successes to avoid your attack.
Good odds. Uh-oh.
And I only come up with 2 successes.
Right.
That is not very good.
An arrow to the stomach.
Yep, an arrow to the stomach. So you get to do a test of strength to make
Okay.
the wound.
All right.
And that's going to be 3 dice.
The red symbol with the
Yes.
belt. Ah.
And you do not, but because you actually succeeded in your attack, I get a blood drop.
Same thing that happens to, similar to what happened to my samurai.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
And let's go ahead and grab a token and let's see what comes up. Ooh, I have a Lord activation. Well, there's really not much that I really don't want to do for that other than charge your spearmen
Yes. Cut them down.
because they are really in my way. So I get 5 dice on my attack and I come up with a barely succeed.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So your spearmen, because they have not activated yet, you can go through and you can pull your Ashigaru token,
Gotcha.
and that's going to allow you to perform a dodge, a test of agility to
Alright.
avoid.
Let's get this down on the card. And that would be an agility test of 3. Now I don't believe I have any bonuses or penalties for having 2 models.
Correct.
Because that's not one of the symbols that's modified.
Correct.
And we have flat blanks and X's.
All right, so you miss. So it's all right. I do want to. That's honor. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I get to do a test of strength, which is going to be 5 dice.
If you can remove the
To see
stand.
if I can remove the stand. If I get a success, I can kill your stand. If not, we're just going to take another Ashigaru out of there. And I come up with 3 successes, which is enough to kill your spearmen.
Yes, you mow them down, and now it is on with my hero.
There you go.
And hopefully that's going to be happening right now. And we do have a samurai hero token.
Alrighty then.
So let's go ahead and get some payback.
There
we
you
will
go.
simply charge in up to 6.
Right on.
And I'm going to be rolling my attack, which is going to be, now this is sword or bow, so that's how that works.
Yeah,
It's 5 dice
it's
either
just
way.
yeah, it's your attack.
This game is elegant and simple.
It is. It's not. It doesn't bog you down with
Yeah.
a lot of unnecessary, rules. Some of the more advanced rules, you can definitely, upgrade your weapons.
Yeah, I like that it's layered.
To-
You can have injuries.
Yes, injuries, no dodges, and then skills when you actually go through and when you actually get your fate, you get skill cards
Oh,
that you can draw.
so you can do
that-
campaign type stuff.
yes, campaign type
Cool.
stuff, or even just within the game itself.
Okay.
So it looks like you only have 2 successes.
Yep.
So you miss.
I did indeed
And
fail
you
at that
bounce
attack.
back.
All right, and I'm going to just step back and
Perfect.
see what you do.
Just like that.
However, that is only one of my actions, so I could potentially go
Exactly.
again next
Twice
round.
more.
Yes.
All right, and I pull a samurai token, a
Oh,
lord
this
token.
this could be the end right here.
I've got to be a little more strategic because I don't think I can kill you in one spot. So
I see.
my devoted samurai is going to come up and he's going to say, "You really can't forget about me."
Yes. Now I'm surrounded on both sides.
And my spearmen are like, hey, I'm falling down on my knees with this one. All right. I'm gonna leave them there because that little spot they were at was a little precarious.
A little precarious.
All right, sir.
Here we go. All right. I see that all that I have left for an Ashigaru is to reload my musket man, or I can potentially move him up 6 inches to try to block. But this isn't Blood Bowl, so he's going to go ahead and reload.
There you go.
And normally we would have a reload token, but we'll just remember that he's done that with his action.
Sounds good to me.
And you cannot move even 3 inches and reload, correct?
Correct. You have to stand exactly where you're at and fumble with your
attention
with your with gunpowder. All right, let's see what we come up with. Aha! Oh, a samurai token. So
anytime fate wants to go against you, you're welcome to embrace that.
all right, so I'm going to go ahead and charge with my devoted samurai.
Absolutely.
And he is going to come in like this. He's going to say, "Hi, how's it going?" And my devoted samurai gets 4 for his test of accuracy.
That is nice.
And I come up with 4 successes, which is enough to hit.
Okay.
So since you have actions that you can take, you have to go through and pull a token.
I still have remaining
your
actions,
dodge.
so thankfully I'll get to dodge at least. Or else I'd really be in trouble.
There you go.
Yes.
And you get to do your test of agility to see if you can avoid the attack.
5 dice.
Which is 5 dice. And you only come up with 2 successes, unfortunately.
And the 3 X's would cancel that out even if I had more.
There you go. All right, so I have, on my test of strength, I have 4 dice to see if I can, I'm going to put at least 1 more wound on you here.
Could be worse, yes.
I was going to say, and you don't have any blood drops to you, so no matter what I do, it's only going to be, it's going to be a wound. It's
so
not,
instant kills for heroes are not usually a thing, right?
Right. But I do come up with 4 successes, which is enough to put down 2 blood drops on you.
I felt that hit.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Right down to your
Now,
teeth.
why did you get 2 blood drops for 4 successes? Can you explain that?
Because it was enough to successfully wound you. Mm-hmm. If it was just a glancing hit, it would only be 1 blood drop. Since it was a success when I actually wounded you, it was 2 blood drops.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, thankfully, I still have 1 token left. I can maybe get back.
There you go. Yeah. All right.
Oh, second fate token.
Oh, goodness. Oh, let's get a nail biter here. All right, here we go. And an Ashigaru activation.
Here we are.
So I have a bowman that can activate, but I really don't think I
Before
can
you
get
do
a
that,
shot.
One of us needs to back up,
Oh,
yeah?
you're
that
right.
way the bowman
you
can
are
shoot.
correct. My apologies. Yep, there you go.
I want to make sure I open up the target for you as best as possible.
There you go. All right, let's just take a look. Yeah. I've got too much stuff in my way to be able to plink a good shot.
Bit blocked there.
Maybe right there. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and move a full 6.
A reposition.
Yep, to reposition, to set up for that.
That is a nice line you have back there of potential support.
Yep, and there you go, sir.
All right. This is...
That's an Ashigaru token, but I believe all of your Ashigarus are...
They have been used.
They've all been used, so now it goes to me.
Whoa, all right.
That is dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
I forgot to put over there on the Ashigaru bowman. So I am going to reload with my musket man.
There you are.
So we're all ready and loaded here. All right, here we go.
And because I handed that to him, he gets to go again.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a 2/3 chance of being able to not draw that third fate token. All right, and I pull out my Lord Samurai. So of course we have a charge because absolutely why not? All right, so I get 5 dice.
Okay.
In an attempt to hit.
Uh-oh.
And I come up with 4 successes, which is enough to hit.
That is a brutal hit.
Now you do have a token remaining, so you can actually dodge it.
I'm going to be burning that, yes.
There you go.
And let's use my dodge, which is a nice amount of dice, 5 dice.
There you go. You just need 3 successes.
And we definitely got that this time.
And you come up with that very nicely. Okay, so you managed to dodge my attack, And I am going to move slightly differently this time because I need to open up the lane for next turn.
All right.
All right, and the last token is yours, which I hope I've done the math right this time, and we actually know it's going to be a fate token.
Right, and we do know it is a fate token.
There we go.
Now,
And
just for people watching at home that may be noticing me drawing a lot of fates and you not in a full game or a more advanced game, what does drawing a fate token give you the option to do? You draw a card, yeah?
if you draw your second fate token in a turn, you'll get a skill card that you can draw.
Sweet.
And your skill cards can attach to any of your samurai or your ashigaru, and it can be things like +1 to aim, or it can be +1 to strength. It's generally, kind of subtle things, or there's some cards that make it a fast reload, where you can move your musket man and reload at the same time.
I like it. Well, speaking of reload, I am ready to shoot at you, hopefully, or stab you down, so let's go ahead and get going.
Yep, let's go ahead and reload here. Now, you are not going to include the token from your spearmen because they are dead.
Yes. But I do get all 3 of the armored hero.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
And I believe it's your go.
It is.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and draw. And my first one out of the bag is a samurai.
Woof.
So a samurai lord, he really doesn't like you. You got in my road. So. Now you're on my road.
We have crossed paths in a dangerous way, yes.
That's right. All right. So now I am going to roll 5 dice for my test.
Ooh.
And I come up with a nice big fat
A
hit.
nasty swing.
All right. Now, since you do have actions remaining, you can go ahead and
Draw one of those.
draw one of those.
Put it on my card.
Now, because you are wounded, you are affected by some modifiers.
Okay.
Let's take a look. Oh, actually, you are not for your avoid roll. So your
Okay.
test of agility is intact for this
Right.
one. So you're going to need 3 successes in order to avoid, which you
Whoa.
very, very handily avoid my attack.
All right.
All right. There you go. Go
There we
ahead
are.
and roll. Grab a token.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right.
And let's go ahead and... You were the aggressor,
Oh,
do you back
yep.
up? Yes,
I
okay.
back up. There we go.
Okay. Let's go ahead and...
So what did you draw first of all?
Oh, I'm sorry. I drew an Ashigaru token.
Excellent. Okay.
And I'm looking at the potential damage output of the bowman and the musketman, and they're the same. So let's go ahead and, for versatility, since I have a good line of sight over here, let's use the bowman into him.
Got it. All right.
And that's going to be just 3 dice. I need some good rolls.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
And you come up with 3 successes. So I'm going to have to grab my token to do my test of agility to avoid.
I'm happy to burn that.
Yep, I was going to say you have no problems burning that at all. Here we go, and I do not avoid.
Interesting.
Ouch. All right. So because I have 1 blood drop, you are
Yes.
rolling +1 to your strength on this one.
Okay.
So you'd normally get 3 dice, and now you're going to get 4 dice.
Whoa. All right. This could be good. Does the arrow penetrate? Oh my, it does.
It does indeed. Ouch. That is rough. So let me see.
If
You
you
know,
are
you just managed
slain.
to kill. You just managed to kill my lord.
fantastic.
Your
That was-
lowly bowman killed my samurai lord.
That is quite a shot through the neck, and that
That is
was
a
your
shot.
actual samurai hero.
That
yes?
is my actual samurai hero, and that is game.
Quite a comeback. Good
I
match,
run away.
man. Yeah. They're going to share some dinner now and just hang out.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, sake down at the farm.
Wow. Good times. I
Yeah.
really like this.
It's a fun little system. It's not serious. We've been playing for about half an hour. We
Yeah.
got through 2 turns.
Yeah.
It's not something that you need to take all day or, a 6x4 table to play on. And the army list creation is very simple.
It
You
is.
just grab some,
Yeah.
you grab cards to be what you have. Grand total, there was, 1, 2, 3, 4, there were 7 figures per side.
Yes.
So it is a very easy painting afternoon or painting session to get up to a 15 points worth to play. There are special rules out there that do make the game much more complex, and There's also a Seven Samurai expansion that you can play where each figure is its own character, where you can play the Seven Samurai as they're defending the village, for example.
Lovely, and I happen to have a box of nice ninjas that I think are going to hit my painting table as well.
There you go.
Thank you
I
for
like
being
it.
here. Thank you for showing me the game.
Hey folks, I'm back. We're going to talk a little bit about some thoughts and so forth on the game. I was observing from behind the camera as Darryl and Mark played it out, and first of all, I have to say it, forgive me, fate was not with you, Mark. See, I just had to say that.
But fate was not with Darryl at the end.
That's
so.
right.
Well, yeah,
All
and that's interesting how these games can go. I love that about game systems where it comes down to the wire. I mentioned it numerous times over the years in our videos. I just love it how some games it can go back and forth until right that last round, that last turn, or that last go, whatever it may be in the particular system. And this one, it seemed kind of like Mark was getting painted into a corner, and all of a sudden fate swaps around, and there he goes, and he gets the win. So,
which is kind of characteristic of a true skirmish game when you have a handful of figures and everybody's eyes are on certain areas, and then all of a sudden one model comes up and is the hero.
Right. So I thought that was pretty notable about the game, the way that it kind of swung like that. The flow of the game seemed really nice. I was impressed with the rule set in terms of its simplicity and straightforwardness. You did mention that there are some additional rules that you can layer on, but it seems like the base game is a fairly smooth flowing kind of a game.
Yeah, it's a simple system, but it can be engaging, and it can produce complex results, which is what you want a skirmish system especially to be. You don't have to spend a million years, studying at night saying, this unit, if I include 1 point more for an extra piece of war gear, it's going to be 10% more effective. This is just pretty simple, and yet it's nice, engaging, and fun. And you don't spend 10 hours playing the game.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like, oh, I'm just drained when I'm done with this game the way that you do with other games.
Yeah.
So this one left you wanting, saying, okay, well, what happens if I add in a full set of bowmen on this one as opposed to just an individual?
Yeah, and on that note, this was just kind of about a half-size force roughly. So if you had a group of friends or kids, and each 4 players wanted to each have this size force, you can match together, team up, and have a great battle, and it still wouldn't take much longer.
Yeah. And Great for Now does actually offer 30-point box sets where you just buy your box and you're done. It has all the figures, all of the cards, all of the tokens, and all the skill cards that you need are specific to that set that you can just do all at once, and you don't have to say, well, I need to find this blister that I can only get from this company, or this figure that's only available at that company. It's just one box set, and you've got your army in one go. You can paint your army in a week or two and throw it on the table. Contrast paint works incredible for these figures. Just come back in, pick up some detail, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
And the Great for Now range the official range is lovely. Really nice models.
They are lovely figures.
So check them out.
Great. Well, thanks, folks. We hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining us for part 2 of this special series. As always, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps us out a lot. Thank you for being with us. We hope you join us next time. See you then.
Thank you.
Have a great night.